everybody, welcome back to another video, and you know what time it is. Today it is time for week 3, NFL predictions, week 3, and already I am seeing the benefit of changing this to a week-by-week format instead of the way I did things before. Because there's definitely going to be some changes to some of these decisions that I make based on recent results. Alright, we're going to start off with the AFC Steelers at Cleveland. Cleveland is actually favored in this game by about 4.5 points. I do think that there's a semi-decent chance that the Steelers could steal this one, but not enough for me to pick them, so I'm going to go with the Browns on this one. But I do think that there's like a 40% chance that the Steelers could win. Now, Raiders at Titans. Both teams have been underperforming. Both teams are 0-2 and probably should be 1-1 at least, perhaps even 2-0 in the case of the Raiders. So it's kind of like a movable object versus a stoppable force at this point. But I feel like I'm going to give the edge here to the Titans, and they're going to be the first of these two slumping teams to kind of break out of this. I think the Raiders will probably lead the game for about 3 quarters and then end up losing in the 4th quarter somehow in embarrassing fashion. Just my choice. Ravens at New England. The line on this game is actually a lot closer than I was expecting, and I'm seeing a decent number of people actually picking the Patriots to upset the Ravens in this game. But personally, I do not see that happening. I'm going to go with the Ravens beating the Patriots in New England. Alright, Cincinnati Bengals going to the Jets. The Bengals are heavily favored in this game. They're like a 6.5 point favorite at the moment. But I don't know, that offensive line that Cincinnati has is so bad, and it just really seems like the chemistry isn't there between the players at the moment. And the New York Jets, I don't think they are a fantastic team by any stretch of the imagination, but they have a lot of momentum right now. They're coming off a huge come-from-behind victory I think that was over the Browns, was it the Browns that won? Hold on, let me check. The Jets beat, the Browns. I think they're going to carry that momentum into week 3, and I'm going to pick the Jets to upset the Bengals. The Jets will upset the Bengals. The Bengals will fall to 0-3. That's my hot take prediction for this week. Chiefs at Colts. This should be like a barn burner game. This should be, that's what we all expect, but unfortunately I don't think it will be. I think that the Colts' struggles will continue, and the Chiefs will probably roll over them pretty easily. Now this is another area where I'm just going to get crazy right here. Bills at Dolphins. Am I completely buying into the Dolphins hype train? Yes, I am. I'm going to say that the Miami Dolphins, let's see what's the line on this game actually. Let me check that real quick. Dolphins, Bills at Dolphins. Buffalo is a 2.5 point favorite. That's not huge. I'm going to say Dolphins upset the Bills It probably won't happen. I don't even fully believe in that pick, but that's what I want to see. These are my predictions, and I like to keep it interesting. So my interesting prediction here is that the Dolphins will upset the Bills. The Chargers are playing the Justin Herbert injury very close to their chest. He participated in some light practicing today, but they will not disclose whether or not he's healthy enough to play this coming week. He's listed as day-to-day, but again, we probably won't find out until right before kickoff whether or not Justin Herbert's going to play. I'm going to operate under the assumption that he will play, and I'm going to give this as a win for the Chargers. Alright, going now to the NFC, Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings. Lions, that whole division is 1-1. Vikings looked really good against the Packers, and then really bad last week against, who did they play? The Eagles. The Eagles look really good, though. Kirk Cousins was terrible, just giving the ball to Slay, basically, for free. I think the Vikings probably bounce back this week, and I'll give them the win over the Detroit Lions. Although I'd love to see the Lions win that game. That'd be a fun outcome. Eagles. I think the Eagles are already rolling. I think they're the best team in the NFC East. I think they'll probably finish with the best record in the NFC East. I'm going to give them that win over the Commanders. Sorry, I had to clear my throat real quick. Just getting caught up in there. So yeah, I think the Eagles handle the Commanders in Washington. Saints going into Carolina. Carolina has had two really bad losses now. That were both kind of heartbreaking in their own way. The Saints are 1-1. They looked really bad last game, but I think the Saints should probably get it done against Carolina. I'm going to give them the W there. Falcons at Seahawks. This is a matchup of two bad teams, so really I could see this game going either way. And I don't have strong convictions on this pick, but I'm just going to go Seahawks because I'm a homer and I want to see him win, but I think that game could go either way, and it's not going to be a good game. Like, that's going to be terrible. LA at Arizona. Who's the favorite in this game? Probably the Rams, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, the Rams, but it's a super close spread. Like, this is basically a toss-up, but I'm going to give it to the Rams on the road. I think they'll just eke out a win there. I think it'll be close. Green Bay going into Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is only a 1-point favorite. This is predicted to be a very, very close game. And Tampa Bay, even though they're 2-0, they don't look super convincing in their wins. Tom Brady has not looked great this season so far. Obviously the Packers looked terrible in that first game, but the second game was okay. They have young receivers, so that could be an issue against the Tampa Bay defense, but I'm going to give the edge to Green Bay. I think they beat Tampa Bay at home in Tampa. Alright, the Cowboys versus the Giants. Giants are 2-0. Cowboys are 1-1. The Cowboys had a really good win last week. Who was that? That was over the Bengals, yeah, by 3. I'm not a long-term believer in the Cowboys this season. Could they win this game? Yeah, I'm like 50-50 on this, but I'm going to give edge to the Giants. What is the line for that game? Let's see. Giants. Yes, the Giants are actually a 1-point favorite in that game, so they're predicting that to be super close as well. But I'll go with Vegas on that one. 1-point favorite for the Giants. I think they're gonna win. Texans at Bears. I was predicting the Bears to win last week and they didn't. It just comes down to Justin Fields for me. I feel like he plays scared, and I think the Texans might be able to jump all over that. I'm actually going to give the win to the Texans here. Who is predicted to win this game? Do they even have the line for this game? Where is Houston? Chicago's actually a 2.5-point favorite in this game, but so I guess I'm betting the upset there, but I think the Houston Texans will win that one. And the Niners versus the Broncos. Even though the Broncos are 1-1 in, neither of those games Russell Wilson has looked good. The offense is obviously still having issues gelling, and with Nathaniel Hackett at head coach, I think that the Broncos are going to be hamstrung until they get rid of him. Jimmy G is back in San Francisco, so I think they have their best quarterback starting. The San Francisco 49ers have a better defense. I think that they could make Russell Wilson and that Broncos offense very uncomfortable. They have a lot of young players. I'm going to go Niners beating the Broncos. So those are my predictions for week 3. I have the Browns beating the Steelers. I have the Titans beating the Raiders. I have the Ravens beating the Patriots. I have the Jets upsetting the Bengals. I have the Chiefs beating the Colts. I have the Dolphins upsetting the Bills. I have the Chargers beating the Jaguars. I have the Vikings beating the Lions, the Eagles beating the Commanders, the Saints beating the Panthers, the Seahawks beating the Falcons, the Rams beating the Cardinals, the Packers beating the Buccaneers, and the Giants beating the Cowboys. Then for interdivisional games, I have the Texans beating the Bears, and the 49ers beating the Broncos. So, those are my predictions for this week. Please let me know in the comments down below what you agree with or disagree with on those predictions. I'd love to hear any and all feedback. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more content just like this almost every single day. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.